Go.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome
to Channel
the
C1.
review / ranking of the songs on GNX album by Kendrick Lamar, aka Kung Fu Kenny, aka
The GOAT.
I think those are the names I know by him.
As you know how we do this, because you should know, because you should have been here already before. If you haven't been here before, we got my list on your left and his list on your right. On our screen, it's backwards, but for you guys, mine on the left and yours on the right.
Correct.
Tier list a little different. Usually I edit it to our own little tears. But I like the little emojis. It was cute. Whoever did this.
Yeah.
Fire, hot, ice cold, mid, man, and trash, puke, garbage. Oh man, Kendrick Lamar. 2024 has been the year of Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
He has been on his victory lap. He has demolished the competition. He got one rapper to quit. He got another one to sue him. You know, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to contain the beast. Uncontrollable. This was a very nice surprise album. We'll just get to that.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable. Up there with some of his best. Not his best, but up there with some of his best.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and listen to all his projects to truly rank it, but it's probably a top. It's probably like third for me in his projects if I were to relatively give it some sort of ranking up there behind To Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City. For me,
I forgot about Good Kid, Mad City.
I like the energy of this project. I like the overall structure. The pace of it was very well paced out project.
Yeah.
Your general thoughts on it?
It had good balance. And like you said, the pacing, but like also just the sequencing, the order of the songs. He had the smoother ones, not all jumbled together. They were sprinkled throughout. The ones that had a little more singing, a little more melody. In regards to how it fits in with the rest of his discography and albums, To Pimp a Butterfly, I think is his just through and through airtight. No, I don't think you could criticize anything on To Pimp a Butterfly, in my opinion. I think just the story, the through lines, everything, the continuing of the poetry, or like the interview that he was supposedly having, like in between songs with like interludes and whatnot. And then I was going to say Damn, but I forgot about Good Kid, Mad City. I have not listened to Section 80 enough.
Welcome in, Sarah. She says Mr. Morale is her favorite.
I disagree with that one as well. But welcome in. But Damn, as far as like an enjoyable listening experience, Damn is the smoothest.
For sure.
Song to song, Damn is just very smooth.
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones where I feel like, oh, just in case y'all didn't know, I can do the commercial thing too.
Yeah.
I just in many cases choose to go the more concept driven album.
Dan was really
route.
Dan was like, at first I thought Dan was his peak before this year. Like for me, like not necessarily his best album, but like that was like for me his popularity.
Oh,
because Humble came out and Humble
was
the
big.
World.
Humble was a huge
the
song.
world. So for me, not that he fell off, he didn't fall off, but he
Right,
just waned down a little after that.
Yeah, he reached his level. Like
I respect Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It's a little boring for me, but I do enjoy some of the songs on there. There's a couple songs that I do really, really like, but it was a little. I
can't necessarily defend it right now.
Yeah.
But the only thing I will say is I have not listened to it enough to really like feel comfortable saying
yeah.
We listened to it. It was our first time trying to do an album reaction, and we didn't know how long they take and how boring it can get, even if you like the album.
Right.
And we listened to it at night.
We
didn't
tired.
break it up.
Yeah.
We weren't very we didn't speak a lot. We just sat there and listened.
Yeah, it was,
and it just so if I go back and listen to it in a different way, it has that one song on there with Kodak that I really like, and it has the one where he's arguing back and forth with the girl actress that he got that I really enjoyed. So I'd have to go back to it. Regardless, GNX I think is very solid, especially as a first time listen. The energy, the back and forth as just the whole experience. Listening to it. Just through from beginning to end, it's really nice. It doesn't have as many songs on it that I would take and put on a playlist in comparison to his other albums, like Damn or even Good Kid, Mad City. Like there's so many songs on both of those that I just listen to out of the context.
I guess it depends
of the
on the
album.
playlist for me,
but yeah, it's really solid. I would say 9 out of 10. There is at least 1 to 2 songs that I don't really enjoy, so I can't give it a 10. If there's ever a song on the album that I don't like, I can't give it a 10, but it's definitely a 9 for sure.
While I enjoyed almost every song, I still give it probably as my rating is going to be a 9. But let's get into these individual songs.
Yeah.
Do you want to go in order? Do you want to go in reverse order?
I think we can go in reverse order. 12 to 1.
12 to 1.
Or should we just go in the backwards order of the track listing so we're both ranking the same song at the same time?
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. I gotta pull up the album so I know the order because I'm looking at my listing and that's not the order. I almost said number 12.
The correct
right.
number 12.
Number
12 is Gloria, right?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. There are 3 songs on here that I was like, okay, whatever. They're at my bottom.
Right.
Like they're clearly at my bottom.
Right.
For decent reasons.
Right.
The other 9, I'm not saying they're all equal caliber.
Right.
But I had a very tough time ranking them.
Right. Mixing them.
And even with this ranking of Gloria, I still don't like where it is because I really appreciate the song.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for the metaphor.
Yeah.
The lyrics on it are tight. They're clean. They're just. He had me in the first half thinking he was talking about some bitch.
Right.
He wasn't.
It was like maybe a third to 2/3 in.
Yes.
That I was like, oh,
okay, something's talking about something, right?
He's not talking about a woman because why would he be talking about his current wife like
right,
this?
exactly.
And why would he be talking about an ex to this degree?
Like, he's not
while he's married.
Right, exactly. And just to have that twist of the pen, even if you kind of see it coming, is just really nice. Even on repeat listens, it's just really,
it's
really,
one of the
really
ones
nice.
that even on repeat listens, it's not being carried by the metaphor.
Right.
Like it's still a solid song, even if you treat it as just a generic love song. It's still solid.
So and SZA is SZA.
Yeah,
Come on now. SZA
I've never heard something by SZA I didn't like.
So for me, Gloria is in the A category. I do have it at 9 out of 12.
I have Gloria in. Let me see what else did. Okay, so I do like he's done it a couple times, and there's another song that he does in it that I'm not gonna mention right now, where he has the lady come in sing in Spanish. And it translates to "Seated, Anita, and You" at the beginning of the song, and just every time she comes, there's a drama.
Yeah, there is.
There's a suspense that she adds, and like how the instrumental is when she sings. A lot of times, there's not a bunch of instrumental there. Right. It's just the voice. But yeah, the metaphor of love and music and the relationship, the hook, and the guitar that comes in on the hook is really nice. I enjoyed the drums, and I like my favorite lyric is probably you can heal niggas or you kill niggas. And that probably was the lyric that I was like, oh, this is not talking about a woman.
Right.
But yeah, regardless, I have it ranked number 4 in the S category. It's also more consistently, this is my vibe, style of music that I enjoy more.
That's fair.
So it plays a role.
But this is why I said, for me, even I put Gloria, quote unquote, low, it's not like it's a good song.
Yeah, it would be at the lower
there's just other songs that
fourth
I particularly enjoy the vibe
third of the album
more.
Yeah.
With that being said, next up in the track list is going to be GNX.
GNX. He has 3 features on this at least.
Yeah, 3 features and not him.
Yeah, he's on the hook. He's on the hook.
Barely.
And that's it.
That's my biggest complaint about the song.
Yeah.
Is that Kendrick Lamar wasn't on it. And if Kendrick Lamar was on it, it would rank higher.
Yes.
I think the features are pretty solid. I'm not crazy about the last verse, Young Threat, but I do like the other 2 quite decently. The instrumental's funky. Is different. It took a moment to adjust to, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I really would have appreciated it if I could have heard Kendrick on it.
Right.
That's what I was anticipating.
Because this is the beat that you would want to hear him the most on because it's so interesting.
So for me, because of the fact that he's not on it, it's really, really disappointing. What do you not like about it?
So initially, I had this last because of the lack of Kendrick in comparison to the rest of the album. No verse from Kendrick. But then I listened to it again recently, I'm talking 10 minutes before we started filming, and I was like, it's actually a really solid song. The beat is off kilter. Let me just spoiler alert. I don't have any of these songs ranked in the F category. I don't think they really any of them deserve to be there.
Nope.
But yeah, so it's a really solid song. The solid hook by Kendrick. I like the lyric, I'm tripping and I'm loving it. Kendrick's delivery, just in general, I have a love-hate relationship with it because sometimes it's just
I do as well, but
his enunciation on certain things is like you didn't have to enunciate it that much. Regardless,
on this album, I love it.
Have you ever been a joint and you know it? I love that lyric. And then, but the only con is really not enough Kendrick. I have it ranked 11. and I would put it in a C category.
I have it ranked 12, and I'll also put it in the C category. It would go into B if Kendrick was on it, because that would elevate it. When you put out an album, I want to hear you on the album. I appreciate the features, but I want to hear you on the album.
Yeah.
I want you to have a verse on every song.
Now, if this was on something like the Black Panther soundtrack,
that's
where
different.
he was just
a compilation.
He was just the orchestrator.
Yeah, right. That's different.
Then it's like, okay.
But I expected some Kendrick on this song, and I'm disappointed he was not on this song. Very prevalent on the song. Next up is Heart Part 6.
Heart Part 6. I appreciate the approach of this song. The idea to make it despite the fact that everyone knows Drake released the Heart Part 6 during the beef.
Yep.
And not only did he make it as if that didn't exist, the song doesn't discuss it at all.
Ignore
it's
it.
a smart approach to just dismiss that song as if it doesn't exist. And now, if you were to search 1 year from now, 2 years from now, right now, if you were to search Heart Part 6, Kendrick's is probably going to come up first.
Yes.
Especially considering he has a whole series of Heart Parts that have been released over the years. So, I like the singing in the chorus. I like the storytelling element, and he painted nice pictures of the past I enjoyed, and the beat is pretty soulful, which is also something I enjoy, and the type of energy and pace that I enjoy in a lot of songs.
What I appreciate when artists can be is vulnerable, and in this song, he's a bit vulnerable.
Yeah,
he's going through his past. He's admitting some of his mistakes. And he's giving you a little bit of a history lesson. Salute, what's up? I'm listening. Welcome in. He's giving you a little bit of a history lesson. And I like that. I like the story that he put on this song. And for it to come later in the album with such like a story too, heavy story element right before you getting over to Gloria. Like it just kind of, it was really a nice prelude to Gloria in a way. And so where do you rank it?
I have it ranked number 5 in the A category, right behind Gloria actually.
Right, in the A category. Though.
Yeah.
All right. I have this ranked number 6 in the A category.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It did increase its ranking. It was initially actually behind Gloria. Why'd I put it ahead? Again, I just like the vulnerability of it. It's a little more listenable to me than Gloria is for myself, but yeah.
It reminded me of Duckworth from Damn.
Yes,
the story.
And that's why I liked it too.
Yeah.
Peekaboo.
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 Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
This one was fun. I like the feature.
Oh, Dodie 6, yes. Oh no, pardon me, not Dodie 6. My fault. As Shike.
And then it was very playful, but also very serious at the same time.
Yeah. It's kind of a nice contrast.
Yeah, and I like the whole peekaboo thing, and then I like it. At first I wasn't always crazy when he did this off beat, very casual, nonchalant flow with like top of the morning.
Yes.
At first I wasn't crazy about them things, but I've learned to actually enjoy it and appreciate
the adventurousness of it, the creativeness.
As soon as it came out, what they talking about, what they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing.
What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about, they ain't talking about nothing. That's very fun to me.
Matches the energy of the album.
Yeah.
And it just goes well.
I have a love-hate relationship with the repetition of Peekaboo. It's like I like it, but I also, it's partially the way he enunciates that P and that B is so hard. Peekaboo, like that shit really is like.
I like.
Oh
that.
my god,
I like. That's the energy that I'm liking. I'm liking the energy. I think it's because peekaboo is surprise. Like it's so it matches the word itself, almost like an onomatopoeia, like boom, like right, like you're not gonna say boom softly.
Yeah,
like it's. I like that part. So, but I understand why someone may find that annoying.
But I also liked Chike. If we're saying his name incorrectly, we apologize. I like his contribution. My favorite lyric of his was, "I like my Mac touching yams."
Woo, boy, that's one of my favorite lines on that whole album.
Yeah, talking about his gun, yada yada yada, but also mac and cheese and yams go on the plate together. Also, I like Kendrick's lyric, hey, that's my bitch. Kendrick has a sense of humor that is underrated every time it comes around. Bing, boom, bop, bop, bam. What I'm on, these niggas don't understand. They don't understand. That's just, I enjoy it. I have it actually ranked number 9. I'll put this in the B category. B category at number 9. Right. Yeah.
I have this ranked number 8 in the A category.
What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing.
Oh, well, what's up next, Tom? What's we got next? Dodger Blue.
I had forgot about this one for a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit sentimental in a way. You got this LA shout out. And it's in a way paints a picture. I wasn't too crazy about this one. I know someone at work really likes this song, and they keep telling me they play it on repeat. And I'm like, oh yeah.
Right.
I'm not saying I hate it or anything. It just was one of the slightly weaker tracks for me. Mm-hmm. It is perfectly paced in the album now. Again, I'm going to harp on the pace and the sequencing of this album is just really
right
good.
Before Peekaboo.
Really good. Yeah. I do like it slow down a bit. I like the Dodger Blue thing. It just didn't fully hit for me, but I do like it. It's just a lower for me.
This type of song is exactly, I wouldn't say exactly, but it's closer to my vibe than some of the other songs. This is just naturally what I gravitate towards. So of course I liked it. The beat is funky. It has some beautiful synths. The background vocals are very nice. And Roddy Ricch has a nice contribution to this song that I enjoyed, as well as Siete7X. To be honest, all the features are pretty solid. There's certain songs that have features from my favorite artists have certain songs that have features from artists who I have to try to skip or just ignore, because they'll have some feature from an artist that's just that they know or that's from their town.
Yeah.
And it's not up to the same par as my favorite artist.
Right. No, I agree with you.
Regardless, I have this ranked number 6, right behind Heart Part 6 in the A category. I enjoyed this.
I have this ranked number 11 in the B category. Peekaboo. Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah.
Again, I like the song. B means I enjoyed it. It's ice cold, baby.
Oh, what's after TV off?
I
mean, I didn't want to be
Mustard!
basic. I didn't want to be basic and rank this high.
No, you have to. What do you mean? How can you not? How can you
exactly.
not?
Sometimes I was like, am I just ranking this high because everybody else likes it?
It's a good song.
I had that thought cross my mind. Am I being basic? But then I was like, no.
Here's what justified ranking.
There's a reason. There's a reason people like it.
Here's what justified doing it high for me. When we did our initial reaction, we listened to this album as soon as it came out, before many other people had their opinions online.
Right.
So I was able to form my opinion about it
before hearing
it.
That's
even
fair. That's
popped
fair.
online.
That's
and
fair.
I was like, I wonder if this is going to be the most popular song or not. But I don't know. I don't care. It's my favorite fucking song.
Oh my god.
That's
fair. That's fair.
I'm sorry. Not Like Us Part 2.
This is one of the greatest moments in a song, period, because of how many different ways it can be enjoyed. It can be enjoyed at a concert, if it's his concert, if he's a guest. It can be enjoyed via sports edits, TV show edits, fan edits, whatnot. It can be enjoyed in a song, in a TV show or a movie if they just use it as background music. When it goes doom doom doom, it's not enough. That I know Mustard is the crazy part, but that doom doom doom, it's not enough. Like, imagine him just popping out on stage. You're not expecting him to be there. It's somebody else's concert, and they bring out, hey, y'all might know this guy. Doom doom doom, it's not enough. Dun, dun. Yeah, it's just that's
same
so
feeling.
That's so.
Shh, I see dead people. Like that's that you.
And then that, what is it? Like, is it a trumpet that comes in on there?
Horns.
It's horns. So
got some horns. Yeah.
But that moment is so.
Yeah, and then the beat switch
so
is
nice.
Woo, that beast with you almost like, oh, what the fuck is
Yeah.
coming? And even he gets scared.
Oh, the
Hey,
beast. Hey, yep. I have that listed. Hey. But yeah, the beat and the part where he goes, bitch, I did that. I love that as well. And my other favorite lyric is, I hate when niggas hating on a bitch and they both hoes.
Yeah,
I hate
hated
niggas hating on a nigga and they both broke.
Yep. That was my.
You're
my favorite
both
line.
broke. What? You're wasting time. Get up. Like stop. Like yeah.
It's not enough.
He just got some good quality. It's not always about wordplay. Sometimes it's about like a sense
Somebody
of humor and
gotta do it.
sarcasm. Somebody gotta do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bam.
It's not enough. That just
it's
yeah. The memes that
so
can come
with that
from that.
being said, I rank it number 3 in the S tier.
I rank it number 2. Yeah.
It's a good song.
It's yeah. Next up, Reincarnated. Got some more Spanish on this as well.
This got the Pac sample, or the Pac instrumental, really.
Yeah. So on this song, he kind of does a little bit of a Tupac impression. It's nice sentiment, nice story painting, self-reflection. And at the end, it has the situation where he's going back and forth with his conscience of sorts, like a little bit. And it reminded me of the Damien song trilogy, I think, by DMX. I think there's 3 of them. DMX has some songs where he's basically talking to the devil and back and forth. Yeah. And it reminded me of that, which I enjoyed and I appreciated. However, his impression, or not that it's necessarily impression, but his homage to Tupac is so close to Tupac, it makes me just want to go listen to Tupac. Like, I just prefer to listen to the Tupac version of this song. So I ranked it number 12, last, after GNX in the C category. But yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Wow, this is one of the few times that we are just on opposite sides.
What number did you have GNX ranked?
12.
Okay.
Or 12. We are on opposite sides of the barrel here a little bit. I appreciated the song a bit more than he did, and I don't mean that as disrespect. In case y'all don't know, I was born in Sacramento. I only lived there for about a decade, but I grew up on West Coast hip hop. So that is a little bit of my heritage. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a West Coast hip hop master or I'm in tune with all the culture. I'm not even going to claim that. But Tupac, out of the West Coast rappers, is the one next to Exhibit a little bit, are the 2 that I kind of listened to the most growing up. And I was disappointed I did not recognize the song as we are. I kind of recognized it, and I was like, wow, this sounds like Tupac. But I didn't recognize the actual song. As we were doing the reaction, I thoroughly enjoyed his reincarnation of Tupac. I thoroughly enjoyed the whole message of this song. His ego kind of going off and then humbling himself with his conversation with God in a way. His talking about artists he feels connected to in his past lives, not just the Tupac, the John Lee Hooker, and the Chitlin Circuit vocalist Billie Holiday, and just it was just really nice. And I love the beat, of course, from the original and from this, the reproduction. I almost feel like there's some interpolation going on and not just sampling, but we have to look into that more. I thought he had some really strong songwriting on this, and I just vibe to it. It's just a vibe. It does make me want to listen to Tupac, but I don't mind listening to this and Tupac. It makes me want to listen to both. I appreciate it. I think it's done respectfully. It's kind of like a fuck you to Drake's AI, which I also like this song because I thought that was some petty ass shit and it made me laugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoy this. The Tupac got me on the soft spot. The flow, he did a really good job of recreating it, but still sounding a bit Kendrick. He just goes in. There's a lot of bars on it, and it's just a story, and it just goes in. I have this ranked number 1.
That is crazy. That's the most opposite we've ever been. That's the most opposite we've ever been on a song. The thing is, none of these. I do disagree that I don't think it should be number one, but as regards, like, I don't think it's bad, but in comparison to the rest, I enjoyed them much more thoroughly. I think even as far as storytelling goes, there's other songs on the album that either have more interesting, compelling storytelling or more more sonically pleasing. And wasn't my favorite.
I have to agree to disagree on this.
Yeah,
one.
wasn't my favorite.
It is my favorite. Literally, it is my favorite.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. This isn't the one. We had a conversation before, and I said there's a song that I'd be very disappointed if it's not like in your top 4. This is not it. This is not it.
Huh. Interesting. All right. Hey now. Hey now.
You're a rock
This
star.
is what dreams are made of.
This song. I think this was the song at first. I was like,
Start slow.
I don't know about this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, on re-listen, I don't give a fuck. Okay, let me tell you how I feel about this song. I love the spooky ass vibes that the instrumental brings in on the second verse. I think it is. Little synths that I'm pretty sure Jack Antonoff's responsible for, because he's the fucking master of synths. And just I don't even know how to reproduce the sound, but it was just so creepy and just like haunting, and the way he's just being vicious in his verse and his delivery, just attacking it. I just really, really, really enjoyed that. To an extent. So I love the beat. I really do love the beat, even though it did start slowing for our reaction. I love the beat a lot. It really went off on this production on this album. This is fantastic. I do rank it at number 7. Our part 6. Peekaboo.
Hey Now definitely is a slow start, but its build is very strong. It ends very strongly. Some of my favorite lyrics: "Strangled me a goat." Talking about Drake, I presume. "What the fuck is you wearing, bro? You is tacky, bro. It's tacky. What the fuck you wearing, bro? It's tacky." The delivery of that is so fun, interesting, entertaining. And I like the "starting to see spaceships on Rosecrans," kind of referencing spaceships on Bankhead from back in the day.
Which one was your number one? I know,
Reincarnated.
The chat's delayed. Okay, probably
Reincarnated. But yeah, and then it does take, in my opinion, a little bit too long to get started, even though it's pretty strong. Regardless, also I enjoyed Dodie Six's contribution on the song as well. Regardless, I have it ranked number 8 in the B category, right in front of Peekaboo.
Okay, right in front of Peekaboo. You got an even 2 blocks of each.
Yeah.
What's next? Man at the Garden.
Man at the Garden.
Bro deserves it all.
Deserves it all.
Bro deserves it all. You start with this one.
Background humming in the hooks. I love that. There's a piano that comes in on the second chorus that I really enjoy. The sentiment of the song, basically accepting everything you have now because you feel like you recognize that you earned it. You worked hard for it. The self-love is almost anti-imposter syndrome. The only cons is that whether this is on purpose or not, the delivery of "I Deserve It All," he has a very aggressive delivery that intense delivery that kind of contrasts to me, whether it's on purpose or not, with the sentiment of the song, and it kind of "I deserve it all," it kind of throws me off sometimes with his voice and his, because he doesn't it's not necessarily even his voice, it's his chosen delivery. He chose to deliver it like that, and it kind of throws me off a little bit. Regardless, I still have it ranked number 7, right in front of "Hey Now." I would put it in the B category there.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, Man at the Garden for me, not particularly as enjoyable as the other album. I think he's a little too egotistical on the song, but I do agree. I think he does deserve most of it, if not all of it. His praise, his accomplishments, and the whole thing. I do like the message. The "I Deserve It All" was just funny because I like Peekaboo, which is more repetitive, but I feel like it was a little too repetitive in Man at the Garden. But I also like those background little vocals that you kind of get, and the piano as well. The instrumentation was pretty nice. I rank it what is it? 10 in front of Dodger Blue, and I'll probably put that in the B category. That's how I feel about it.
What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. Next up,
Luther. Luther is
my vibe.
Luther is nice.
It's smooth, brother.
It's nice.
It's smooth.
It is. It's just, it flows. It hits.
Yeah.
I can put it in a bunch of different playlists. I can listen to it on
SZA. Need I say more?
SZA and him going back and forth.
Need I say
the
more?
second verse, I think it was, or the chorus they did it, but
they had the
second verse.
yeah.
Ooh, that second verse hit so good. Ooh. Look, I could talk about this all day long. I'm gonna make this one a little quick. I enjoyed this thoroughly, and this one was really tough to rank.
Right,
it was really tough for me to rank because there are 3 songs essentially that I just thoroughly enjoyed to the point where they all kind of just take that number 1 spot, and I put this one number 2 in between Reincarnated and TV Off.
Luther. The back and forth with SZA, like he mentioned, is wonderful. The hook is beautiful. The flow and the verses is captivating. This is my vibe. I have it ranked number 1 on the entire album. It is wonderful. I enjoyed it.
This was the song I was going to be disappointed if you didn't rank it high.
Luther.
Yes. You did rank it high.
It's beautiful.
You did rank it high.
Very smooth.
Yeah. Him and SZA is a classic duo now. That's a classic.
Yep, they got Doves in the Wind. They got all of the stars.
That's a classic.
They got Gloria.
There's a short going around where they layer his demo vocals of all of the stars with her vocals, and it sounds so good.
Because he recorded it and then had her sing it.
Yeah, and it sounds really good. All the stars.
Squabble up.
Woke up looking for the broccoli. I keep a horn on me.
Life goes.
I peep ownership. The blueprint is by me.
Life goes on. I need all my babies. That part right there. Anytime I hear, like sometimes I'll spray water and it'll be like, psh, psh. It'll make me think of this song, and I like start rapping.
This is another one where I love his little delivery. I feel good. Get the fuck out my face.
Oh yes,
look
I enjoyed
good,
that
but
part.
she don't got no ties.
Yes.
I walked out with a save.
Yeah.
Mando, let me know what to apply.
Yeah.
No, I like it.
I ain't like that.
I was like, what?
The Debbie Deb sample.
The Debbie Deb sample was smooth. It came in just really abruptly, but it was nice.
Yeah. When I hear music.
Also, you're anticipating that next line because you've heard the first 10 seconds of the song.
Yes, it's
so you're like, oh, what's he about to hit us with?
Right.
And it's just
and
like,
when I it's definitely groovy. The only thing I did not like, once again, with these P's, squabble up. It's it's just jarring for me to hear it. Regardless, I enjoyed the song.
You just hate P.
Yeah, it's just he enunciates it very squabble up. In the B's as well.
That also might be a microphone thing too.
But
whatever microphone they're using, because P's and B's pick up the most of microphones. That's what
regardless,
this thingy's for right here.
I have it ranked number 10 right in front of GNX. I would put it in the B category, right behind Peekaboo.
Damn, number 10. I got this ranked number 4. S tier, baby. Come on, squabble up with me, boy. Squabble up. Squabble up.
Squabble up. Squabble up. And that only leaves one more. This the
whacked out murals. And let me tell you something.
In the beginning, I thought this was gonna be number 1 for sure.
I mean, I was surprised you didn't have it at number 1, to be honest, because you was glazing this song all week long.
Yeah,
you've been glazing it and properly glazed.
Because Deira Barrera,
I rub a little glaze on there
Barrera, when she's singing on there, siento aquí tu presencia la noche de anoche y nos ponemos
the build up, don.
Yeah.
That drum and then the bass and then
when she comes back in after that chorus. Oh man, that shit is so smooth. That post chorus, because you're not expecting, you hear it in the first song. I mean, the first part of the song, and when it comes back in, it just adds it's so much drama. Like it's just, yeah.
This is where they set the tone for the album though. That first verse and stuff in particular. I think it's in the first verse.
The beat switch is nice too.
Let me find a lyric. No, maybe it's in the second. The second verse. The second verse is what really like changed, like gave you the tone. He's like, I don't give a fuck who you are. All right.
Oh, my
You want to
grandma-
get the smoke? We gonna get the smoke. Grandma gonna get the smoke. Lil Wayne gonna get the fucking smoke. Snoop Dogg gonna get the fucking smoke. All right, y'all tripping. Like it set the tone for the album really, really well.
Yeah.
Really well.
My favorite lyric
Snoop posted
is
Tailor Made. I prayed it was the edibles. Like just that, the used to bump the Carter 3. I held my rolly chain proud. Irony. I think my hard work let Lil Wayne down.
That is my favorite lyric because it has an extra layer of diss to it. Because he dissed Lil Wayne, but essentially because Lil Wayne was upset, as y'all know, and other people were, that Lil Wayne's not performing in the Super Bowl, which is in New Orleans, where Lil Wayne is from. And he said, ironically, I let Lil Wayne down by working hard.
Yeah.
But also, J. Cole has a song called Let Nas Down, where he essentially, for people who don't like Cole, they probably would look at this. He's being so weak, talking about blah blah blah. Oh, sorry, Nas. Like, I enjoyed the song, especially when it first came out. I enjoyed it, but I could see how people could frame it as him being like weak and like dick riding, essentially Nas, because he said that Nas was disappointed about a song or two that Cole had made because he kind of went the commercial route, and so I just like how that has that extra layer, because obviously, even if Kendrick and Cole are still friends, Kendrick did throw not so subtle shots at Cole a little bit as a group in the Big Three, and then J. Cole.
Fuck the Big Three. He's the one that said we the Big Three. J. Cole the one that said that.
Yeah,
shit too.
and then Cole came back with 7 Minute Drill and said some things about Kendrick, and even then on Port Antonio, Cole said some things about Kendrick. So he definitely purposely referenced Let Nas Down by saying, I let Wayne down.
I love the end of it too. They like, Big Dot tripping. I just want what I deserve. What bridge they done burnt? All of them. It's over with. I'm doing what COVID did. They'll never get over it. Yeah. I thought that was just, it's simple, but I thought it was nice. Yeah. It's just.
But there's only one spot left. I have this ranked number 3.
Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, shit. I looked at it twice and I forgot. Where did I put this? Can't read my own handwriting. Oh, let me just put number 3
behind TV Off.
Whacked out murals. There was one person who said washed out murals.
Somebody else said waste.
That's crazy.
Like, you can't. He literally says how it's pronounced in the song.
Someone whacked out my mural.
Yeah, the other day someone whacked out my mural.
Oh, I have a number 5.
Squabble up.
Yeah.
Squabble up. So,
final rating for the album, a strong 9.
Strong 9, yeah. I would agree with that.
Mid to strong 9.
Yeah.
This was nice.
Yeah.
Surprise albums.
Especially
12 songs,
nice and short. You could
tight.
Just play it through.
I wouldn't cut any of these songs. I want Kendrick on GNX, but I wouldn't cut any of these songs.
Yeah, you can play it through. Even the songs I like less are not skips. So, the only song I could, even though it's not my least favorite, is I still like it. The only song I could see myself skipping is because of Hey Now, just because of its slow start. And if I'm in a groove, and I'm like, not that it's slow, but it's like a not as enjoyable start. If I'm in a groove on a road trip, I might skip to the next song to get back into a song with a little more umph. But yeah, solid album. Not his best, definitely not his worst. Because good. To people, but it's a hard feat to top.
But he didn't make it to try and be like
right, yeah. But this if I'm ranking it,
I know I'm just saying.
Yeah,
this is coming off of the beef and.
His goal here, the concept of his album is not the same, but as far as the execution,
I'm assuming a couple of these bops he wants to perform at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, of course. TV off. I can't imagine him not performing TV off at the Super Bowl.
At least the beat switch.
Yeah. He might have obviously not perform the whole song. They rarely do that at concerts. I don't even say rarely, but they transition. Yeah, the Super Bowl. Yeah,
they do perform whole songs.
Concerts. But like a Super Bowl, they want to get the most songs they can in. But yeah,
I'm.
Somebody I work with gave it a 6. I could give you her address if you like.
I'm gonna need to know the name of that person because I'm gonna have to. Did you tell me that? I don't think. Did you tell me? I must have flew in my head.
To be honest, if someone doesn't like this album, I'm not gonna be mad at them.
Look, I listen to Drake music and J. Cole music, and I can appreciate.
I don't agree.
A 6 kind of low. A 7 is kind of low.
Yeah.
A 7's I'm like, oh, okay, you just didn't like the slow songs or something, or you didn't like the hype songs or something. Like there's a particular part of the album you just didn't enjoy in general. But like look at them 4 songs that we both got in the S category, or 3 of the songs we both got in the S category. Luther, TV Off, or 2 of them. Yeah, no, 3 of them. Whacked Out Murals. Like those 3 songs right there.
Yeah.
Carry the album hard.
TV Off is so good, and then of course Luther. But yeah, TV Off is just.
But yeah, let us know if there's any other rap albums that we should probably check out from this year. Potentially, maybe we will or not. I don't know, but we would like to garner more rap audience because that's our shit. As you know, we have other music reactions on the Patreon, full length available. If you're trying to get early access to them.
Chaperone, check. Halsey, check. Sabrina Carpenter, check. 3 Taylor Swift albums, check. About to be 4. Blackpink, check. Also, of course, Kendrick Lamar GNX is on YouTube, as well as Bon Iver 3-track EP is on YouTube.
Yep.
So
check them out. It was a good time.
Gracie Abrams. I forgot about Gracie Abrams. I know Kendrick Lamar fans love Gracie Abrams. So,
y'all, they got similar producers. Jack Antonoff is on all of these bitches albums. Okay.
Bitches.
That includes Kendrick, yeah. They're all his bitches.
Hey, no, bitch, and they both hoes.
We out this motherfucker. Catch us on the next one.
Thank you.
Mustard.